Hello there, people coming into the chat. What's up? Whoops. If you were in the chat, hit like. That is a requirement. It's the rule. I don't make the rule. Well, I do make the rules, but that's not the point. That's not. It's just the rules. Okay. You're in the chat. You hit like. Right now, I'm getting ready to. I think what I want to do is I want to start. I want to start doing reactions, possibly, of other people's videos. Not 100% sure when I want to start doing that, but I did want to start doing it. What up, Nanomator? I haven't really like watched that many of your videos, but I've seen a few. Pretty good. But yeah, I honestly just need to like start catching up on some of the stop motions being done, because I haven't really had time to really I haven't really had time to really keep up with it recently. It's really just been trying to film as much as possible, to be honest, and edit as much as I can. But like keeping up with the community like that, I haven't really been able to do. So maybe I could start doing reactions and start getting back into it. Can you say hello there, Mike Hunt? Oh no, not hello there. No, hello, Mike. Hi, hello, Mike Hunt. Oh, you got me. You got me. Good. Congratulations. That was nice. Yep. That's what happens when you first start streaming. That was great. Hello there. I completely understand after doing all the editing and stop motion. It's not easy. Yeah, it's really not. Especially, I'm starting some I'm just starting a lot of different things other than stop motion. So I'm probably going to try to do some of these streams more, because I think I did 2 and they were really cool. I get to literally talk to you guys, which, other than maybe Instagram or any other ways, and even Instagram, there's a lot of trolls on there, and it's not as fun as this. So yeah. Hello there, Star Wars Toy Stories. If you guys have any questions, now is definitely the time to ask, by the way. Because I don't plan on being on here for too long. Your most favorite Star Wars show and least favorite show? New stuff, or you mean Disney stuff, or actually new stuff? Actual new stuff. If we're talking about shows in general, Clone Wars takes the cake 100% of the time. It was just too good. Yeah, it was just too good, and it was kind of my childhood, to be honest. So, yeah. If we're talking about new stuff, Clone Wars. Clone Wars was not Clone Wars. Well, Clone Wars season 7 technically counts as Disney stuff. Um, but Mandalorian. I know it's kind of a basic answer, but the Mandalorian season 1 and 2 and a big parts of season 3 too were really good. Um, Star Wars turned into. I don't know about that. All right, I think as long as Dave Filoni is in charge, Star Wars can be amazing. It can be just as good, if not better, than it was back in the day. But in my opinion, it's just got to stay with what's working, you know, um, and go kind of get back to what George was doing. You know, it's sad that the Ahsoka show is going to be the first show about a Jedi since Clone Wars. Everything else, Grogu isn't a Jedi. Solo, not about a Jedi. Rogue One, good, not about a Jedi. Like, Star Wars is about the Force. It's about the Jedi, the Force. It's about Jedi, Sith, and the Force. Dark side, light side. It's always kind of been, good and evil, but specifically those things. And they've gotten away from that so much. They only had some success with, like, the Mandalorian and stuff. But they've had some success with it, but it's just not the same. Tales of the Jedi is my favorite. If you want to even count that, Tales of the Jedi is my favorite Disney-made Star Wars thing. I'm not saying that name because I just got, yeah. But hi. Speaking of Jedi, did you like the Obi-Wan Kenobi series or not, and why? For me, I liked the show, but it had potential. Okay. I liked big aspects of the show, and I think it had the most potential of anything Disney has even thought about making in a long time. The issue I have with it is that it was really advertised to be Obi-Wan and Anakin coming to fight again. It was advertised to be a prequel centric show, to be honest. Even though it didn't take place in the prequels. And not only did they not do that, they didn't even really focus on Obi-Wan and Anakin. They didn't really focus on Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. They mostly focused on, and even if that was the majority of what they did, still, no one really cared about Reva like that. But I know that sounds kind of hypocritical, even though I just made a video showing how really great she was. When I first saw the character, I'm like, yeah, she's a little annoying, but think about a Inquisitor TV show. Think about that. How amazing would that be to have an Inquisitor TV show where Vader is here and there, and he's not the main focus because the Inquisitors are the main focus, but we don't know anything about the Inquisitors. Only thing we know is from comics and some books. Anywhere else, it's not really. They're not the center of anything. So, I would absolutely love to see an Inquisitor TV show with her as the star, but I think she just took too much away from the characters who we actually came for. That's my issue with the Obi-Wan show. That a few other things, but my main issue. That's it. I liked it. They had a lot of great, not just good, great moments in it, but yeah. Hello, Duke. Yeah, if you guys have questions, first off, hit like if you're in the chat, hit like. But if you guys have questions about stop motion, you have questions about my opinions about Star Wars or any of that kind of stuff, or anything, G.I. Joe, Marvel, all of it, yeah, now's the time. I'm not gonna be on here too long, but yeah. I honestly did not like Reva. They should have at least focused more on Darth Vader, although Disney did an amazing job showing how terrifying Vader is. Yes. Yes. That is one thing that I think maybe they've messed up a few times. But nothing crazy. You know what? No, I won't even say that they messed up. But I think they're just afraid to have a really great villain. And Vader, they can do Vader really well sometimes, but I don't know. I don't know who this Isaiah Merrick's is guy, but sup. Hello there. Did they monetize? Yeah, I've been monetized. I'm monetized right now. Yeah. In fact, is this stream monetized? Man, they better be giving me these pennies for this. This stream is only money. I could do better than that. Only money. There you go. Better. Not good, just better. It's not on. Oh well. What do you think about the Obi-Wan? What? 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 I don't know where that. You gotta be messing with me. You gotta be messing with me. Uh, what's your least favorite Star Wars series? Since you revealed Clone Wars is your most favorite, mine's Book of Boba Fett. I don't hate the show. I thought it was okay. Um, my least favorite. Okay, see, I would tell you, my least favorite is would probably be Resistance. Thing is, I never finished it. I never even started it. I didn't even give it a chance. I couldn't do it. So I'd love to give that as my answer, but I really don't. What's my least favorite? Star Wars September. Okay, sure. I'm not finishing that either. This is a interesting chat today, huh? A little bit, a little bit. I won't lie. Yeah. What do you guys think about Acolyte? I don't know. There hasn't been that much information about it, but I don't know. I'm iffy about it. I don't. From what I've heard, from what I've seen, I'm a little concerned, but I don't know. I think that show honestly has the most potential. Acolyte has absolutely the most potential of any Star Wars show, and yeah, it's just hasn't been looking great, to be honest. Hmm? I've been thinking about doing. I think I said this in the beginning, but I'm not sure if anyone really was here yet. But I'm thinking about doing reactions. Start doing stop motion reactions on this channel. I want to know what you guys think. If you guys would actually watch that. If not, I'd probably just do some different kind of reactions on my tech solo channel. Shameless plug, go subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I don't know if you guys want to see that. If you guys care to see that, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about me doing stop? It would kind of look like this because I still haven't gotten this whole streaming thing down, obviously. But it would be pretty amateurish. But yeah, what do you think? That's cool. I watch them. Okay, Chai Tea, Maverick. They can be funny. uh, I also really like doing and supporting the community, stop motion community, especially Star Wars stop motion community, has really kind of died down in the last few years, and there are smaller channels that just need a little recognition. You know, um, they've made a ton of videos and nothing can blow up, or something else. You know, who would win in a fight, Rey or Reva? Rey stomps Reva? Are you crazy? Rating? Are we talking about Prime? Are we talking about Prime Rey at the end of Episode 9? Where you talking about Prime Rey at the end of Episode 9, where she puts two lightsabers up and gets the powers and whoosh? If we're talking about that, then sure. Power scale, real light, like realistically power scale, yeah. But if we're even talking about episode, if we're even talking about episode 8, Rey, then probably Reva. I'm rooting for Reva because again, I don't really, I don't dislike Reva. I think she was just in the wrong show. Period. That's it. I think she was in the wrong show, and didn't get the right kind of attention. If everything she was doing was just really cool and really awesome, I don't think very many people would have a problem with her. I certainly wouldn't. Well, I would, because, again, the main issue, in my opinion, with her was just she was in the wrong show. I don't have a problem with the character. I don't have a problem with the actress at all. It's just wrong show. Stop motion is nearly Robot Chicken level. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I want to start doing comedy sketches, just like Robot Chicken did. That's actually where I started off with some of this stuff. Those will never be found because they were just too cringy. But I really want to start doing that again because they were really fun to do. At the end of episode 9, yes. Then Rey, sure, power scale, but it's like saying who would win, Jar Jar. I mean, I like Jar Jar, but Jar Jar or some random clone. Realistically, probably Jar Jar. Realistically, but no one would want to say that because they don't like Jar Jar. I don't particularly like Rey's character. Nothing wrong with Daisy Ridley. I actually kind of like Daisy Ridley. I've seen her in other stuff. But I really don't like those movies at all. Not my thing. Rey being OP with barely any training is so much garbage by George Lucas. Probably used Disney's money. Rey being OP with barely any training is so much BS. George Lucas probably used Disney's money as toilet paper for a whole week for ruining his franchise. I don't think Star Wars can be ruined because people have their own headcanons. I do. I don't recognize the sequels, really. To be completely honest, I really don't. But Disney can make some really good stuff, and that will go. It's not. I'm not someone who's like, anything Disney made is not Star Wars, or anything Disney made is just all terrible. I'm more, they're going to make what they're going to make. If they learn their lesson with how the money comes in or not, I don't know. I don't think it could ever really be ruined. I don't think Star Wars is something. I think Star Wars is just something that's going to go on forever. Um, yeah. By the way, I honestly like Rey as a character. I don't think she's perfect by any means. She could have, but she could have been better. I understand that, and I accept that. You know, um, that's your own opinion. I have my own opinion. Um, no one's getting bashed for their opinions, but I'm just saying I think it's kind of insulting that Rey didn't really get a chance to be that great of a character. Like, I really wanted to like Rey, especially in the beginning in Episode 7. But I don't know, Episode 7 and then going to Episode 8 and 9, they don't even feel like the same movies. It's so weird watching those movies, even though I've only done it once. I've only seen Episode 8 and 9, both of them. I've only seen them once. So, um, do you think Marvel or Star Wars has a better chance in the future? Marvel. Ah, that's a good one actually, because Marvel's kind of been going downhill a little bit too. Um, I will watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. No, what's it called? Ant-Man Quantumania. I'm gonna watch that on Disney Plus today or tonight, today or tomorrow, and I will have an answer. But in my opinion, I think probably Star Wars, because if the Acolyte's good and Ahsoka is good, it's gonna completely change. It's gonna completely change a lot. I like Jar Jar as a character. I don't think he's perfect by any means. He could have been better. Isn't that exactly what someone else just said? Either way, um, either way, like I said, opinions are opinions. um, everyone has one. It really doesn't matter. Um, Marvel, it has too many people watching their shows mainly to make fun of them now, to make fun of how political many of them are. But that's not sustainable. I don't think so. I don't think that's sustainable, because Velma, people hate watched that, and I'm pretty sure they said they're getting another season, but that's not sustainable because the internet's only amused with how bad something is for so long. Um, hey man, how you doing? What's up, K Animations? Do you have any updates for Vader Episode 3? Love that series. I will have an update very soon. The next video I'm doing is a Cal Kestis video. The next video I'm doing is a Cal Kestis video, and the one after it may or may not have an orphan from a desert planet as the main character. So, take that how you want. I mean, UVE. Bull does it well. What? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. If you're in the chat, hit like. That's the rule here. If you don't hit like, you get kicked out the chat. Alright? I'm just playing. Seriously. Like the stream. What other questions do you guys have? Do you have any questions about anything done in the Third Sister video that I just released? If you haven't seen that, by the way, what are you doing? Go watch that if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, do you guys have any questions about that? Or any other kind of stop motion that I've done? Yeah, the next one, I've already gotten a voice actor for Cal. Most of the other voice actors I'm probably going to need are going to be stormtroopers. So, if you guys want to be in a video, hit me up on Instagram and audition. I'll probably be only be on here for a few more minutes, by the way. Also, I think I am going to start. I think I am gonna start setting up and trying to get the streaming stuff going a lot more, because these are fun. They're more fun when there's nothing I have to do after. So, um, like the other two were really great, but um, watching videos and just reacting to stuff and supporting the community is really fun too. So I want to try it. I'm gonna try it. Have you ever made have you ever decided to do any stop motion with events like Siege of Mandalore? Um, the Bo-Katan video was. Oh no, it wasn't. Let me look at that. I know. I think that the Siege of Mandalore would be a really, it would be a pretty hard video to do. A lot of Mandalorians fly, so that would be a really hard video to do because of a lot of editing and a lot of voice actors for something like that. So, I don't know. I definitely think about it though. Well, alright, it's alright to criticize a character, but it's not alright to criticize an actor / actress as they only did their performance, not the writing. Exactly. I will say that till the end of days. Rose Tico, in my opinion, was a completely useless character, and honestly, I thought it was kind of just an insert in certain ways, but I think it's ridiculous some of the stuff said to actors who don't write the characters. You know, the guy the guy who plays Jar Jar, Ahmed Best. Perfect. He's always the prime example, but because it's the most drastic example, and then now everyone loves Jar Jar. So I don't know. I think that's something that everyone needs to say. It does need to be said. Moses Ingram didn't write the character, so if you don't like Reva, it's fine. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous having people go after the actress. It's just insane. It doesn't do anything. I did not know that. A lot of that stuff is talked about in like the book, right? I don't know. I didn't see it. I didn't read the book. I didn't even know the book was out until like after the game came out. But what do you guys think of the compilation videos I've been doing? Would you want more stuff like that? I did 2 of them back to back. The Mandalorian series that I've done, and then just a bunch of villain videos. Do you guys like those? I know that they're kind of the exact same video, but would you want more of a compilation? I thought about making all Star Wars, like all of. I have 40 Star Wars videos, canon videos, and I've thought about putting them all in one video, but that video would probably be like 2 hours. Would you guys watch something like that? And it would also kind of jump around some, because stuff like the Clone Wars series isn't finished, and different, the Mandalorian series isn't completely finished, but it would be a lot. Would you guys watch a 2-hour video that just compiles all of my Star Wars videos together? Is that something you would want to see and actually watch? I know it's kind of unrealistic to say watch all the way through in one whop, but is that something you would like? To be honest, it's better that way. that the games are not trying to push politics on us like some other media She-Hulk, and instead telling us, this other instead telling us, this is this. It lets us guess what the answer. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like saying that this is this. Give me an example. I know you said She-Hulk, but yeah. You would. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll try to start working on that then. I'll try to start working on getting a compilation video. Probably out sooner than the Calicestis video, because that's probably gonna be a lot easier to upload. Yeah. What do you guys think of the behind the scenes videos? Those will probably only be around for so much longer because they're gonna be going somewhere else. That's gonna be a different announcement. That's gonna be a different announcement, but have you guys actually been watching those? Or what? I would really love to see you make a Darth Maul versus Darth Vader lightsaber fight in stop motion commotion. I've actually gotten that a lot. I've gotten that a lot. I want to do one, but I really want to save a lot of the action and a lot of the cool things I want to do with Darth Vader specifically for his own series. Because that's the big series going on right now. That's the series that's coming out once a year. That's one of the longest, like, video-wise that I have coming out. So I don't know if I want to do that yet. I do want to do it, but I don't want to repeat moves or have something that could have been better in the Vader series. Stitch Queen Crochet Patterns, what's up? She just hit 1,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. If you were into crochet at all, please go subscribe to her. She's fantastic. I saw your behind the scenes video, and after watching them, I learned how you made videos. Well, yes, that is part of it. It's supposed to kind of be a tutorial thing, but I want to probably put in a little bit more learning behind it and less of, it was more of a vlog. So I think I want to go back to doing it how I did kind of the first one and just start making it more about... Wow. Darth Maul's clone nearly killed Vader in Legends. To be honest, it fits. Vader is so much slower in the suit, so we can't really fight at his best, always having to be limited in combat. While Maul, I'm assuming you're saying isn't. Sure, I'm still taking Darth Vader, just because you remember how that fight ends. If you guys don't want spoilers for the comic he's talking about, Vader wins. Okay, it's not like you say that, but you say he almost beat him. He almost beat him for a reason. It's because he didn't beat him. Because Vader's sicko. The opposite. What opposite? What are you talking about? While Maul is the opposite. Still, remember who won that fight. I just started doing stop motion. It was such a difficult process when you make the first. Was it such a difficult process? Yes. It's always really hard when you first start off because you don't know what you're doing. So you just start throwing stuff together. But I'll tell you right now, that's what you have to do. You have to start doing stuff, you have to start making stuff, and you have to put it out. Because other people, I can tell you what I see, but other people will point stuff out that they see, and it's easier for you to fix something that they point out, even if they don't make stop motion. keeping a camera steady was so hard for me at first, even though it's as simple as getting a tripod. You know what? I literally taped my phone, my brother's phone. That's who I was doing the stop motions on at the time. I literally duct taped a phone to, I think it was like Tupperware, and pointed it down, and that's how I kept the camera steady. So, make stuff, you have to upload them. That's how you get better. What's the next thing? Yeah. I saw that comic. It was a really cool fight. It was. Darth Vader is almost impossible to beat in a fight. Yeah. Vader did a Japanese move on Maul just so he won't die. It was cool, but I think it was more risky for his suit because he could have hit a tube or something from his suit. Yeah, I think it was more of Darth Vader refusing to lose. If you guys didn't know, Anakin actually, I might make a video on this on Tech Solo. Again, go subscribe if you haven't, my other channel. Anakin used to train with, like, simulations of Darth Maul because he wanted to prove he was better than Obi-Wan. So he trained against simulations of everything Obi-Wan told everyone about Maul so that he would be ready for something like that. So I think that's really cool that in a Legends comic, he actually fought a clone, which has got to be the closest thing you could get. Yeah, I think it was more about Vader just kind of refusing to lose and less of him even wanting to win. Do you use a wireless remote or click shutter for each one? No, for each frame. No, I don't. I probably should. I probably should, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. It's not really something up there on my list. I might want to, because there are moments I can tell where I have to reanimate something because I move something clicking the actual camera. So that's a good idea. I will put it on my list if I can remember. If I can remember it. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Also, if you're in the chat, hit like. That's the rule here. You hit like in the chat. Okay? Be civilized. Right, the remembering part. You know what I'm talking about. You'll have all these great ideas. You're like, yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as I can. Don't even remember it. To be fair, that was a simulation of Maul he beat was predictable, probably because it was mainly artificial intelligence and it was not the unpredictable as the real Darth Maul. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Again, unfortunately, when I was watching the Clone Wars and found out Maul was alive, I really, really wanted Anakin and him to meet some way, somehow. Even if they didn't fight, I wanted them to fight to at least meet each other. Because that's I don't know why. That's just something I always thought. I even did a video, Darth Maul versus Anakin, because I've always wanted to see them fight. I think Anakin wins 100% of the time. I think Darth Vader wins 100% of the time, even with Maul. Maul's one of my favorites. I get criticized because in a lot of the versus videos I do, Maul usually wins. But I don't know. I think Vader's just too vicious. And I know that's funny coming from talking about Maul, who is the definition of vicious, but I don't know, Vader's just something different. Maul was way weaker in the Clone Wars and Rebels, sadly. The Phantom Menace Maul was the real deal. Yes, and I actually started doing a series. At least did the first episode of a series. With Darth Maul before episode 1. Which I think was really fun. It was really fun to do. It was a lot of editing because 2 lightsabers. Maul has 2 lightsabers. It was really fun. And it's really interesting to me. So I might continue that series. Yeah, I might continue that series. Because a lot of the videos I've been doing recently have been one-offs. but that one might be one I want to continue. Um, Maul is one of my favorites of all time. The master manipulation of Maul is probably my favorite part. You see what he does to Ezra in just a few episodes. It's just really awesome. It's just like Palpatine. Thank you. Okay, I gotta focus on this one. Thank you. Have you ever thought of making a stop motion with events of Son of Dathomir, like Darth Maul and the Mandalorians versus General Grievous and his droid army? Absolutely. That's on my list already. I need more Mandalorians before I can do something as big as that. But that's absolutely something I want to do. Because I've been wanting a Son of Dathomir movie. Like, the first episode of Bad Batch was basically a movie. Why can't they do that with the Son of Dathomir series? You know, the first Clone Wars anything was the movie. Well, the 2003 show, but also the movie that came out. It was just a bunch of episodes mushed together. Why not do the same thing with Son of Dathomir? Why not do the same thing with something like the Utapau thing, where with the giant kyber crystal? The unfinished episodes might as well just be different movies. Same thing with Ventress. We don't know what happens to Ventress. We don't even see her after season 6. So, whatever happens to her, we don't know. Would you be interested in seeing Darth Maul versus Darth Vader on screen? I certainly would. You know, what if series? Absolutely. Nothing canon, because they would have to go through a lot of loops and world between worlds and all kind of stuff to try to make something like that happen. But if it's something that's completely non-canon, I'm completely down for it. MC Mike says, I agree. Vader is so limited, yet has a way of fighting. Has his fighting way similar to Dooku, but more brutal. It's scary, even though Vader is not even real in user of Form 2. He uses a modified version of Form 5. Yes, Vader is Vader. A lot of what Vader's tactics are a lot about intimidation. A lot of the time, so using things around him also, you know. But yeah, I agree. There's just something about how Vader does things. Again, he refuses to lose, even if it means he has to get messed up in the process. So I honestly don't think very many people could even beat Vader. Anakin could beat Vader. I don't know. I don't think very many could beat Vader. Maybe Palpatine. Well, yeah, Palpatine. But I'm putting, Vader over Dooku, Vader over Maul. What says there? Vader over Grievous. Not even close. Ventress appears in a book. I won't tell you what happens because spoilers are very bad. I know what book you're talking about, and I know what happens. Don't say what happens, because I know there are people in this chat who have not seen. But I know what you're talking about, and I do know what happens to her. But why don't we see that on screen? The story's already done. A lot of the voice acting is already done. That's what they did with the Bad Batch arc. Is they just all they did was just take a few new scenes, a few new clips. Really, those are old episodes. I don't know. I think the Clone Wars is still really, really wide open in what they could do with it. Yeah, so I think they should just go back and look at a lot of the unfinished stuff. That stuff is written by George Lucas. It's technically George Lucas made Star Wars. And just not remaster it, but kind of just reanimate it, do 2 or 3 extra voice lines that Dave Filoni thinks that they need to do, and put it out there. We would watch it. That's the worst part, is that we would. That's the crazy thing, is that even though we know what happens, even though we know most of the story, even though we even know scenes and moments, like, we would still watch it and still love it and it would still be successful. I really don't understand it. It's annoying. Yeah, okay. Like this video, because that's the rules here, right? Vader having no left arm, having his helmet messed up, and just a couple of slices on his body from a goofy a goofy fight, just a scratch. Yeah. Hello there, Fire Solanda 2020. These texts are really small, guys. So that's why and obviously I need glasses. That's why I can barely see. So, yeah. All right. Like this video. I'm gonna hop off. Yeah, make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know how you're even watching this or why you're even watching this if you haven't subscribed yet. Go watch the new Third Sister video and let me know what you think in the comments on that video too. Yeah. All right. I'm jumping off. So long.